This is a transmission, activation, guided visualization journey. While the veils are thin, I like to make these transmissions during the new moons and full moons. Hello, if you're new to my channel, I'm Colleen, also known as the Healing Visionary. I'm a natural healer and channeler for angelics and star beings, using divine source light for powerful and fast healing on all levels through methods in shamanic energy medicine. We use this time to connect with spirit, connect at a soul level to our inner wisdom, inner guidance. And when you're working with me, I always bring in a guided visualization journey to do some deep inner work that's going to create permanent, lasting shifts in your life. So this is what I love to offer on these videos for those of you who found it and found me. That's great. Welcome. In this session, we're going to go into a very relaxed visual journey. So let's cover the mind's expectations. Sometimes the mind gets antsy and wants to control or has fear around this, and it says to you, well, I don't know if I really understood what this was all about. Did I get what I was supposed to get out of it? And that's the mind. That's just the mind. There is not a lot else going on with the mind. It's doing its job of thinking, and its job is to keep busy with that and then telling you and talking to you. So knowing that also helps clear the path, calming the mind, so we can get different inroads into the deeper soul and subconscious levels. Because that's what everything else is waiting for. They're waiting patiently for the mind to calm down so we can get somewhere with making positive changes internally. So allow yourself to just go with the mystery of it. Otherwise, you can end up wasting a lot of time second guessing yourself, thinking, am I getting this right? Am I doing it right? And I want you to know, I give you the reassurance now before we enter into the deeper realms. You can't get it wrong. Everything is okay. Everything is fine. And all is perfect, no matter what happens for you, whatever messages or visualizations you see or don't see. Because there's no right, wrong, good, bad with this. There's no one result for everyone. It's going to be different for all of us. So today we're going to explore the fire in your heart, your heart flame, the soul flame that burns in the center of your being, that keeps your vitality and the good things coming into life. So I invite you now to settle in, get comfortable, and gently close your eyes and bring your attention to that heart chakra, the center of your chest, your heart space. And as you place your focus there, just detach from your consciousness wherever it resides, usually around your head. Bring it down the neck, down the chest, and stop right in the center. Bring this attention and some visionary interest in that area of your body to see a flame, not much bigger than your hand, about the size of your hand, sitting right in the center of your chest. This is the flame of your heart, the fire of your heart. But this needs to remain burning. There are a lot of times when this light may have dwindled or lessened, so we're going to brighten it up today. It needs to remain fully lit because it connects your soul into action in your body. Your intuitive mind, your third eye, this visionary architect of you as a human, the one that can look at blueprints and possibilities and timelines, is there. And you also have your voice, your throat chakra. This is the area of revelation, sharing revelation with others, but also experiencing revelation in your own life and moving and changing energy in relationships by communicating your own truth. What is true for you, being able to express through your voice what is true for you. So the throat is powerful and important, but the heart is where the work of the body begins. The flame in your heart is your central connection point to how you physicalize your soul on earth. So you may wish to place a hand over your heart center with the palm facing down, or you could put two hands there over your heart. And others may not want to move their hands at all. All is okay. All is perfect. Whatever you wish to do. Now, becoming aware of this flame in your heart, see it in your imagination, in your mind's eye. Let yourself sit with it, feel it, know it, be it. For those that are struggling to visualize, use your imagination. This is all the intelligence of the imagination, which Einstein told us in this famous quote is more important than knowledge. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Imagine a steady, warm, alive flame in the center of your chest. This is where your soul and your human body meet. This is the action center, the axis of where your soul and your body meet, a very important energy center. So now ask the flame. We're going to bring a question to the flame of your heart space. And this might be something new for you, so just have fun with it. There's no expectation for you to get an answer, but see what comes when you ask the flame of your heart a question. The question is, what am I ready to receive next? What am I ready to receive next? And listen to whatever comes to mind first. This is the correct answer, not the second or third thought. What am I ready to receive next? You might receive words, but if you're not so word-based, you may experience a feeling instead, or a vision, or a color. Whatever it is that you receive, do not worry too much if it's hard for you to interpret right now. You can reflect on it in the days to come. And if you did receive words, what am I ready to receive next? Or you did receive a vision or some other form, what felt like a message, feel free, if you wish, to write that down on a piece of paper or make a mental note and remember it on a mental sticky. And this is what your heart is going to open to receiving in the coming weeks and months. It directly correlates with what you will be able to give as well. Energy is a flow, and when you receive, you have more to give. Now, there's no need for the mind to get knotted up in, I don't know if I'm worthy of receiving. I don't know if I deserve to receive. Yes, you do. Because you need it for yourself, and to send it on to someone else. That often helps with that sticky little mind of thoughts. Of course you deserve to receive. You're receiving oxygen right now. It's keeping you alive. So you're receiving in more ways than you know all of the time. But there are human blocks around allowing in deeper spirit, around allowing in gifts or kindness or compliments or love from others. And these can be worked out. These little kinks worked out of the system so you can fully receive your soul's experience. Also note in your mind that you are perfect exactly as you are. If you're listening to this and feeling at all distressed in life because you think, receiving is my big issue, and I just heard a message that I'm not going to fully receive my soul, do not worry. Simply focus on working on receiving. Recognize this is a challenge area for you, and that's okay. It might be that this is part of your soul path. It might be that you had no role models around receiving, and that was what your soul came to learn. So it's not something that's innate to you, and you find yourself in an adult body with many other gifts, innate talents, and ways of being. And this one is a mystery. So if you can notice in the coming days and weeks when things or energy is being offered to you by others and you let it in. When someone tries to give you a lovely gift, have you ever said, "Oh, no, I can't take that. It's too much." So you block them. And in most cases, it's programming around the fear of receiving, fear of taking from another person, taking from another. This stops the flow of energy for your soul. So your ability to receive is very important here. And here, I mean here on earth. It's necessary to be able to receive for our survival and our prosperity. Will you allow yourself to receive and say aloud or telepathically to yourself, "I allow myself to receive"? Are you receiving? I am receiving. I am receiving. Very good. You receive on spiritual levels and human levels. Some people are very compartmentalized about this, and they're good at receiving spiritual energy, messages, connection with guides, calmness and peacefulness through meditation. They are good at receiving all that, but they are blocked on a human level. I think this probably sounds familiar to a great many listeners. The goal is to synthesize your soul and your humanity as much as possible, to let them become one as much as possible. Why? Because soul energy will vastly improve your life. If you're still putting your hand over your heart, you can remove it and relax your hands and just let them be by your side or wherever is comfortable. And you're going to let go of this image of a flame in your heart. You're instead going to visualize a clear, open space. This is best with eyes closed. If you haven't already, close your eyes. You're going to visualize a clear, open space up ahead in your mind's eye. This space can be whatever you wish it to be, a clearing in a forest or a wide open space in the desert, in a flower garden or near water. Maybe it looks like light, like nowhere you've ever seen. Choose one place and be there now. And what you want to do is create a spacious, open arena in that environment. Now you're going to let yourself start to see in the distance, up ahead, a figure. You start to make out there is a body up ahead in the distance. And as you focus in on this body a little more, you notice it is you from 5 years ago. Looks just like you. Looks very much like what you were wearing 5 years ago. A little different perhaps in some of the physicality now, but what strikes you is that 5 years ago you doesn't exactly feel the same as who you are now. In some cases, it could be a dramatic difference. Start to gently, slowly walk towards 5 years ago you. And as you do this, that you will start walking toward you too. Gently, slowly, curious and open. As you reach this past version of yourself, reach out and touch in some way, whatever it is, taking the hands of you 5 years ago or holding you, whatever amount of touch feels true, and in whatever form to do so. And now, if you aren't already embracing, go ahead and embrace this 5 years ago you and whisper this into the ear of past you. If it resonates with you, say while you are holding, embracing the 5 years ago you, say, "Thank you for everything you did to get me here. Thank you for everything you did to get me to here." You have had some amazing times in your life. You have had some amazing times in your life. I know you have also experienced many challenges. I know you have experienced many challenges. Thank you for the courage and strength it has taken you to come this far. Thank you for the courage and strength it has taken you to come this far. I love you, and I see you as perfect. I love you, and I see you as perfect. And lastly, you no longer need to do this alone. I am here now. You no longer need to do this alone. I am here now. Notice any reactions that you from 5 years ago is having to anything you have said, and notice the reactions you are having to anything you have said. This past version of you did everything it could to keep you as safe, connected, and alive as possible. But who you are today has a few new tricks, learnings, and experiences. And who you are today stands on the shoulders of past you. Past you allowed you to get to this, but past you need not be afraid of where you're going. need not be concerned of the fact that you look like you're moving on into new creative thoughts, new freedoms, and new frontiers in your life. This was always going to be the plan. That was always going to be where you would find yourself. Take a moment to gaze into the eyes of you from the past. You may stand back a little to truly be able to look into the eyes of past you, and let there be a moment of acknowledgement between the two of you before past you disappears. Let there be a thank you or some love or some acknowledgement. And when that is done, you're going to let past you slowly dissolve in front of your eyes. They no longer need to exist in form because you are who they became. Very good. Now, up ahead of you in this clearing, see a translucent triangle of light, a beautiful crystalline light blue pyramid. It's a very tall and wide triangle. Its walls are made of light that you can see through it, and there's a light bluish hue. Walk toward this triangle. This triangle is yours. It is the energetic home of your soul. It's the chamber where your soul can enter your human body. As you start walking toward the triangle, when you reach the wall facing you, walk straight through it. You're able to do so easily with no problem. Find yourself taking a seat inside this triangle, getting yourself very comfortable. Good. Very good. Now place one hand over your navel, palms down, and one hand over your third eye, on your forehead directly above your eyes. As you have those two contact points with your body, there are a couple of affirmations that, if they resonate, you can say aloud. I allow my super intuition to beautifully merge with my humanity now. I allow my super intuition to beautifully merge with my humanity now. Next, I am here for love, and I am one of a kind. I'm safe, I'm worthy, deserving, and grateful to create a life that I love. I am here for love, and I'm one of a kind. I'm safe, I'm worthy, deserving, and grateful to create a life that I love. I love my soul, I love my body. I love my soul, I love my body. Just notice what happens for you when you recite any of these things. See what moves. I allow my super intuition to beautifully merge with my humanity now. I'm here for love, and I'm one of a kind. I'm safe, I'm worthy, deserving, and grateful to create a life that I love. I love my soul, I love my body. Very good. While you're in the triangle, please remember you can visit here anytime, especially to do more inner work with your soul and creating with light for your life ahead. It is yours. This is your special place to communicate with your soul, to merge with your soul and integrate into your heart flame. So as you go through the coming weeks with your reunited soul, high frequency energies will be working with you energetically. And all of us inside this container of this moon gathering will be amplified as a group of consciousness, no matter when in the future you participate in this journey. We are each integrating our heart flame and soul merge. The heart flame is a very creative energy. It brings warmth, illumination, and it lights the way for you, for your prosperity. So as I speak, continue coming back into the room, back into your body, remembering your soul is connected now, secured in the light of your heart flame, burning brightly. And one thing to remember, for your prosperity, remember this one thing. When you're able to receive through your own system, it allows others to believe in it. In this way, you are now an ambassador of abundance. An ambassador of abundance. It comes to you, and others are also activated when they see you receiving. If this medicine journey has brought a lot of movement to your energy, know that it will calm down and make its way to peace. Be gentle with yourself as you would a newborn child. Your soul has been reunited, and you may feel extra sensitive as you adjust your reactions and discovering new and different joys in life. Like we talked about at the start, leave situations where they are and walk away when you don't resonate. Okay, take a nice steady inhale in through the nose and out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. You are breathing together. As an end note, I just want to say a couple things before we end the session, and that is, if this was easy for you, if this was not difficult, then this is who you are. This is your inner playground. So I encourage you to keep using these tools like the triangle, the heart flame. All of you keep using the tools, but for some people it was easy and automatic. And so that is your inner playground to keep pursuing. For those of you who struggled a little with the visualization, the imagination, couldn't quite connect with what was going on, or maybe you went someplace entirely different, maybe you didn't even hear a thing, and that's okay. It's all perfect. You did what you needed to do. So please don't worry, whatever your experience was is perfect. You can always come back to this journey again at any time and experience it in a totally new way every time. There's going to be a rise in energy frequency. There's likely going to be a rise in the frequency of your intuition coming up ahead. And it can be challenging to old beliefs and perceptions as you start to see things more clearly and the people around you. Where are you aligned or not in the vibration? Remember that intuition is still perspective, another point of view you might not have seen before. You might be peacefully weeping right now, and this is very good. When there are tears, there's a release going on. That's because what you've been through in recent weeks, months, and indeed years, but especially recent weeks and months, has been a lot. And what this planet is going through right now is a lot. You can balance and create stillness in your day by knowing how to visit your inner pyramid, that triangle of light. It's a good tool, just like Merkaba. If you have activated your Merkaba, then you just power that up and do the same work inside there and set programs in there. But this triangle is a sort of workaround for those not knowing about the Merkaba field around everyone's body. So anytime, go back to that pyramid of light, that triangle of light, and remember the power of what is inside you. This is a form of meditation without calling it that, but the stillness and inner focus and intention will lay the groundwork for what you want to bring into your life and create to receive. So I ask you one final question to close the session. If there was one thing you could receive in your life in the next 6 months that you think would greatly transform the richness of your experience on earth, be it a thing, a state of being, or a feeling, what would it be? If there was one thing that you could receive in the next 6 months that would transform your experience of life on earth in a very positive way, whether it's a thing, state of being, or something you will let yourself learn, what might this be? If you get an answer, record it, write it down, type it out so you don't forget. And if you didn't get an answer, that's a question to invite your soul to hold for you in your orbit for a few days until you do get the clarity. For example, let's say your answer may have been peace. That would be the greatest gift. So the greatest gift for you might be, wow, if I could receive more peace in my inner self, in my life, that would be huge. See how your soul knows what you need next, but the human mind doesn't always connect with the soul. So connect with your spirit and listen to the first response. This is the correct one. In love, in heart flame to all of you, may this be a blessing in your life.